we were going to chop it, and then it ended up, they threw some rain chances in the forecast, and by God if it didn't rain. So yeah, I did have this hooked up to the 544. That thing's been throwing me fits. Runs good for 20 minutes, half hour, then it starts popping and farting, and eventually I lose all my spark. So I put a new coil in it, and did the same thing, ran real good for a while, and so I changed the condenser out, and that seemed to make it happy for a while, and I drove it out of the shed yesterday after I put that condenser in, and now this morning no spark again. So I don't know what is going on with that thing. So I'm gonna put the 7 on the inverter here and see if we can get something done before it rains again. Alright, so my plan is to just flip one row right next to the other one, and we'll get that drying underneath. And Dad's going to come back through with the rake in a couple hours, and then turn the second row over onto the one I'm flipping. If I had more time and if I had somebody to run the rakes and stuff, I'd still consider chopping. It's real nice feed yet, but it has been laying out for a while, and I think you kind of lose some sugars and stuff the longer this stuff lays. So I need some heifer feed anyway, so it probably makes some nice round bales for calves and heifers. It'll be fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got a chance of rain for tomorrow morning. And, you know, it's one of those, it's a 60%, you know. Last year I'd have gambled on 60%. This year, if it's a 40, I ain't gonna gamble on it. Around here, you can't hardly gamble on a fart. Alright, got that all taken care of. Dad's gonna finish raking everything. Yeah, at some point I gotta get that load of straw unloaded. Got a couple of loads of oats I gotta get unloaded. I gotta do some work to my oat bin yet. Yeah, not enough hours in the day. Chopper's been working excellent this year, man. We can really chop some feed with that thing. So yeah. So I got to get the baler greased up and hooked up and all that fun stuff, so get that taken care of and go from there. Away we go. Well, that's pretty decent. It's still a little on the green side. Biggest problem is the New Holland, the 180 skid loader, took a big crap on me, so got the Kubota, and then probably have to unload trailer with the 40 XT, and that thing don't necessarily like the big heavy bales, so I think it'll be alright though. Alright, I'm going to throw the bale cart on the 806 here. I'm just kind of grabbing the bales that are close, so I'm not going to bother hooking the gooseneck up to the truck. So at least not today. I got a field up on the hill there. See what happens by tomorrow. If I got enough time, we'll probably use the truck and trailer for that. But see how many bales there are. If it's only a couple trips with the bale cart, we'll probably just use this. But we'll see what happens. some sorghum sudan we planted, I don't know, maybe a week ago. Some early planted corn. Had a couple of pretty good sized rains, washed my driveway out on me. That's the rest of third crop hay. That's actually probably a week, 10 days later than the stuff we're baling now. So it's got a little bit of time to grow yet. More early corn. There's the late corn. That pretty big storm there, I don't know, 10 days, 2 weeks ago, it knocked some corn down. A lot of it stood back up. There's still some spots that's a little knocked over. And after chores we're gonna hoof that load off. Well, ain't got too much left to go. Slugged up the baler. I suppose we'll get some straw unloaded. Hopefully the baler stays happy the rest of the night. Alright, well it's next morning. Ended up being about 40 bales up on the hill there, so I'll probably put the gooseneck on the truck and we'll haul them in and yeah, go from there. Get cows fed and all that good stuff and see what kind of trouble we get into. Start up on top of the hill here. I can take out that nutrient sign up there. Well, it's about 4 o'clock. Temperature's saying about 90 degrees. I don't know what the real field temperature is supposed to be, but it's freaking hot. That sun is nasty. So I turned misters back on, pushed up feed, and it's just always impressive compared to how it used to be, especially when I used to keep the cows out in the pasture. I'd dump TMR in the bunks in the barnyard and they wouldn't hardly touch it. They let them out after morning milk and they'd eat for 15-20 minutes, and they'd go to the first tree they'd come to and stand in a big group, make a mud hole, and it wasn't nothing to drop, 1,000 pounds of milk in the tank. And most cases you wouldn't get that milk back till everybody went through another lactation. Just too hot for them. But yeah, back in the shed here, you got fans on them and misters on them. You can keep them eating. It's rare I throw a lot of feed away or lose a bunch of milk. I think I'm down maybe a couple 100 pounds. No big deal really at the end of the day. For as long as it's been warm, mostly it's been humid. Just 3-4 weeks probably with the humidity. But it does cool down decent at night. That's a big thing too. It's those days that don't cool down very much at night, that really hits them. But yep, that's just it's amazing. You get that water on and you push up feed, they all get up, they come over, they eat. Done real good back here. Well guys, I think I made it happy at the moment. That looks like my breeders here. I gotta go breed a couple of heifers, and yeah, I'll go over the fiasco I got into with this thing. Alright, well, since I have no idea what was going on in that distributor, I'm assuming, had my new coil on, I changed the condenser out, still having trouble, so I don't know if I was having trouble up in wiring up there or something shorting. I was kind of a little leery of that because I had a newer electric fuel shutoff solenoid on the carburetor. It was probably only a couple years old that started shorting out on me. The wire was getting hot and stuff, so I changed that out, and shortly after I changed that out, I started having trouble with all this. If that's coincidence, I don't know, it's probably just the way it goes around here. So yeah, so not really knowing what the problem was, I just I decided to run a new power wire to that solenoid. Ran a new power wire to the coil, put that on a toggle switch on a fuse just in case. I replaced this wire from the negative side going up into the distributor. Readjusted the points and stuff. They're all sitting pretty good, and we're happy at the moment. So it could be something up in one of those wire blocks up there, or maybe in the power wire. I really don't know. Everything's on a fuse, so I wouldn't think anything will actually like short out. I wouldn't think. I better keep a fire extinguisher with me just in case. But yeah, so I don't know what fixed it for sure, but it's happy at the moment. Well, I ran it for quite a while today, just sitting here running, and seemed to be okay. So yeah, I'll see how things go tomorrow. Doing a little work on a small square baler, getting that ready to go. Try to make some little bales, and if I get some time tomorrow, I'll set the auger up, get these couple loads of oats and loaded, and I think Dad's gonna go out and ted that. He's cutting hay right now. He's gonna run the tedder through that, see if we can get that stuff dry. And yeah, we'll see what we get into. Alright, another day. I had to get a hay dog for the baler here, so they picked that up here a little bit ago, so we'll put that in. But I'm gonna get these two wagons emptied out. Had to change a tire over here. It magically went flat sitting in the shed, so I guess it's better does that than when you're using it. But anyways, get these oats unloaded and finish getting that baler together. Dad's out tedding hay at the moment, so hopefully we'll be baling hay tomorrow. Hopefully. on wood, the 544 has been doing real good. We unloaded about a load and a half here earlier. Didn't miss a beat, so I think we might have it figured out. We better anyways. Starting to drive it off a cliff enough times. Kind of nice doing this job. Sit on a tire in the shade. Pretty gravy. Should have did this after milking. I could have drank some beer instead of a Pepsi. I guess I'll probably end this video here, probably long enough as it is. We'll see how next day or two goes getting this rest of this hay done, and if I get time to video anything else or not. Yeah, it's just been too damn busy here all summer. The way it goes, so we'll see what happens. So I guess thanks for watching. We'll catch everybody later.